Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Not Sports Lawyer here, and welcome back to a brand new video here. As I'm going to do my round 20, Penrith Eels versus Penrith Panthers, round 20, Friday, 29th of July, the Battle of West, part 2 for 2022, as the Penrith Eels have officially defeated the Penny Pussies for the second time for this year. And I gotta say, my God, the Penrith Panthers there, once Nathan Cleary did well, as I'm going to explain what happened in the review. Let's just say that the Panthers were fucking shit. You're fucking shit. You're fucking shit. You're fucking shit. You're fucking shit. My God, the Penrith Panthers tonight were fucking awful. They weren't bad in the second half. Even though they did get like a 6-4 second half win, I'm up against us, and I'm not going to sit here and lie about our soft execution there towards the end there. At least we got to try there towards the end there for our for our 800 try for our 800 win there for the club's history. So it's a quite famous win, and I'll tell you why. But before we start for this review, if you guys are brand new to this channel, please like and subscribe to the channel for more low content in the near future. And I hope you guys are going to be pretty keen for it. But enough rambling about. Let's crack into it. So obviously the Eels, start off a bit poor there throughout. Could see there with Sean Sullivan there. Once we were trying to get Elval I have a 30 there, which we were taking like our ups there, but we were trying to do our best there. Penrith got the ball back there after us could see some penalties there, and then Sean Sullivan there get off from the pass there from Cleary, I believe, and then he gets that up, and then he gets that great distracted there, making Will Pensini quite unnoticed there, and then Sean Sullivan, Tungo, I believe he was playing outside as well. They got numbers there all over Winner Blake, the guy himself, but he did burst through Sean Sullivan, so he didn't really need them since he outnumbered Winner Blake, and he got in for the first try, and Nathan Cleary gets pressurized there from the crowd, and it worked. He curved it off a little bit too far there, and it is 4-0 there to the Penrith Panthers. And then a couple minutes later, Mitchell Moses, he had to punt it out there somewhere for the last, and out of nowhere, not only he put out a pretty good punt there, he actually got his first ever 420 there throughout the year, I believe, or it might have been in round 2. I'm up against Sharks. I'm not sure. I think that might be his second 420, but but that's his first ever 420 in quite a while, and that was an absolute marvelous start there from Mitch Moses there, and absolute excellent field position there, and I'm actually I forgot to say the try that we came back with was it was off from Dylan Brown putting on a crossfield kick there onto the right there, and then Isaiah probably absolutely just catches there like a union catch there, absolute flawless catch there from from Isaiah Publi, and then he puts his ball down to make it 4.6. But then Moses, with no pressure and no choke and no 2020 South Sydney hesitation there and cockiness, he converts it over to make it 6 points to 4, and then we get the ball back, and then Moses did make the 420 there, as I as I was as I was supposed to tell you guys after that, but apologies. But yeah, so we get the good field position there, and what happened after that from that 420. Let me go back there and refresh my memory there for quite a bit, because there was so much going on onto there. And where was it? It was, let me just check there for a bit. Oh, here it is, play by play. And it was play by play here, by when was it? So it was I'm off from a Dylan Edwards penalty. He was offside from 10 meters inside, so set restart there for us. And then Dylan Brown puts on an absolute sexy pass there onto Marcus Silva there. And I think, I think that was the first try there. Yeah, it was the second try there from Dylan Brown. Put on an absolute sexy curve ball there to Marcus Silva there. It was kind of like on how Cody Walker does it with Alex Johnson, and the duo there. It worked out pretty well there, and it was an absolute marvelous start there from Rich Moses there from his kick game, and an absolute marvelous start performance there from Dylan Brown, getting some pretty good flawless 2 try assists there from Zach probably there, catch it off there from the high, and put out a card ball there for Marcus Silva there to make it 10 points to 4. Moses does convert it there to make it 20 points to 4. And then reminding there, I'm after Never Cleary there, getting absolutely frustrated there, and I wouldn't blame there, but he should have not made that the cross tackle there on Dylan Brown. That was just absolutely just out of his character there from my perspective. So yeah, that was a very shocking brain explosion there from him. And yeah, so it went off, and then Reimani made a line break there to make it 60 points to 4, and it was off from a pass there from where was it? I'm not sure who passed it to him. I think it was Gufferson or Moses. I think it was off from an offload there from Isaiah Publi or June Poyer. I'm not sure, but Miney gets over there to make 60 points to 4. Moses converts the front there to make it 80 points to 4. Dylan Edwards forces a line drive out there, a perfect pressure kick there from Moses there, and they can see 2 penalties there, and then reminded there, LW half there scores an absolute one of the most easiest, easiest and softest tries that you'll ever see there from tonight. And my 24 points to 4. This looked absolutely ugly here from the Panthers there. It wasn't themselves from that point. And the Panthers did actually got some possession there, but Charlie Staines he was through, but he actually made error there while trying to break through. So Parramatta get the ball back there, and then Tomovcik gets the line break there, and then it gives off to Gufson there to make it 20 points to 4. And on this point, it looked like an absolute field day here for the Eels. And then Moses here converts to make it 3 points to 4. And then Gufson gets a line break there. Sean Sullivan there gets a Kimbok. Gets a kick bomb there, and then Moses in the second half there gets another 40-20 there. After the Panthers trying to strike there in the second half. By the way, it was halftime there. Parramatta 3 points to 4, and it looked like it was game over. But the Eels did actually choked second half once before back in 2015. Coming up against the North Queensland Cowboys there back at Perth Stadium. It was called, and actually lost that by losing 36 points to 30. And great start there from Parramatta, but then Sivo knocks on the board there, and then the Panthers they get a chance here, and they did win pretty early, but it was obstruction there from the Panthers, so it was no try there before there, and Parramatta get the ball back here. Dylan Woods makes a line break there, but Mitch Moses was offside. It was a set restart there, and then from the line break there from Tago there, he gets stopped there, and then I think it was Sullivan trying to put like a kick in there, and then Lee Martin makes a line break there and just gets there. He dives over there, he plants it down there, and he makes it 8 points to 30. Sean Sullivan there converts to make it 30 points to 10. And then in the second half, Parramatta they were trying the chances there, but they kept on but they couldn't finish off their the execution there, and until then, Parramatta they were getting closer and closer until 77th line break there. Mikey Sivo actually made it there to make it 34 points to 10 for his 34 try there, playing his 34 his 33rd game there at Combat Stadium. So it was quite not only a great win there for Mikey Sivo, but it was a great famous win there from the Eels, despite the second half being not consistent enough. At least a try there does help it out there for a bit. So yeah, it wasn't really the most satisfying win there, in my opinion. As it was full time there, Parramatta 34 to 10, and yeah, I'm gonna say there. First half was possibly one of the most best ever first half performance there. I have seen before. It's such a very similar as what we did coming up against the Dragons there on the first half, but second half I was a bit how you going there, but actually in the second half I was pretty goddamn good, and that was actually last of the time we actually played fully consistent, and we couldn't do it fully consistent tonight, especially with clearing that out. So yeah, I was a little bit frustrated with that, especially during my live reaction. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, please go check out my live reaction there to the Eels versus Panthers round 20 game there. So yeah, but Parramatta possession rate here for the percentage here I'm just going to look at it right now because we had a lot of possession there in the first half, and the percent for the possession there, it was 55 percent possession there, and the completion rate from us overall wasn't the best. The Panthers had the better of us from completion rate. So yeah, we're going to work on that. But overall, we nearly made about like 2,000 runs there for all run meters, post contact meters there. We improved 8 line breaks there, 29 tackle breaks, but we let Penrith get about 20, which was quite poor there. Most of there from the second half, and then the kick return meters there was 149, so it wasn't bad. We made 19 offloads. Penrith only made 6, so man, yeah, you can tell we moved around the ball quite a lot there the first half, but the receps there from us was 460, which was quite decent there. Don't we pass there? The Panthers they were trying to do something with those dummies there with Sean Sullivan there with Yeo in that, but we made 25 kicks, 678 kicking meters there, and 4 strip-outs there. I feel like we put much more pressure on the Panthers tonight than what we did coming against the Warriors there. Our kick defusal, we had 86%, 2 40-20s, 2 bombs from us, and pretty even grubbers there. Defense, our defense was actually pretty good. We actually made about like 91.93% of percentage there. We made 319 tackles made. Penrith made about like 384. We missed 20 tackles. They missed 29, and Penrith made 28 effective tackles there, which is very very poor from the defense there tonight. And that's most of the from the first half. And my God. The Panthers' first half defense was absolute just fucking shithouse, and we made about like 8 errors in there, despite the result, and it was a pretty up and down result for us. But second half, we really need to keep that. The second attack phase as well. As what Bosky told me in the live chat. Shout out to him, and I think we can do our second phase attack there, especially with those mufflers there, especially with those kicks there from Moses. I reckon if we could show some much more support there, just don't rush there a bit, because Dylan Brown actually did have a chance there to actually get like a try before, but he put the grab there a little bit too early there for a free ball there. So Dylan Edwards there, it was a little bit too easy there for him to cover up. So yeah, we might need to be a little bit much more common sense there. The second half, it was pretty lazy there, mostly from our errors there, especially missed tackles there as well. I mean, we fallen asleep there on the second half. We lost 6-4 there on the second half there to the Panthers, which for both teams there, there was about like 10 points there to score there on the second half. I mean, Parramatta could have made it much more better than what it was from the second half from tonight, because I got to say, well, if you were a pretty even person, you would say this match was quite a slugfest, but second half, well, it was just pretty quiet. It was just back and forth there towards the second half. And yeah, but overall, the key plays here just so many. But yeah, that's a big blow there from Nev Cleary there to be sin bin there. So, sorry, no, to be sent off there. So yeah, that was Cleary's fault, and especially him coming from the field. He knew that that was just very unnecessary there from him, and yeah, I don't think we will ever see that something from Cleary again. And yeah, the Panthers couldn't catch a break tonight. But yeah, yeah. So I reckon our key players there tonight. Gufferson, was pretty good there throughout his running game there. Throughout the for the support there from the middle there to Marnie. That Marnie of the plays there was absolutely sensational there, going throughout the back and forth. Muffler there to June Paulo, similar to what they did there throughout last week, coming against the Broncos and also Warriors as well. Zay probably once again was absolutely just flawless. Moses, I think this was his most impressive kick game yet. And to be honest, I would give Mitch Moses there since he's created that position there for us to even get that momentum and energy, and also that control over the Panthers there. I will give Mitch Moses there man of the match. But Dylan Brown, he's off there throughout his kicks there quite early. And I've got to say, throughout his running game as well, he did step in, doing a side step there to burst through the hole there, and to obviously get through there, and go out for these cut passes there from out Dylan Brown to Sivo, and I've got to say, man, great support plays there from Dylan Brown. It's pretty hard to really pick man of the match here, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of between Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses, but I reckon Mitchell Moses overall is one that control the game and got the whole team just on what they needed to make the role and take the opportunities there, and to control that position there over the Panthers there. So I'll say Mitch Moses there for sure there. Man of the match there. Great pressure there from Mitch Moses there. I gotta say, I want to Blake on the wing. I feel like his defense there wasn't the best there, so I reckon next time maybe just putting Perm there. No, just putting maybe one back there on the sets there, and maybe put like the Duke there throughout the wing there, and give it a crack, man. Like, come on, man. Like, you need to debut at least some players. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single club has debuted their players. So surely the Dookie can have a shot for next week. Even though it is also another must-win, since a record Manly, hasn't been the best. But hopefully he can solve the Duke there on the wing instead of like Warner Blake there, because Warner Blake he got cut out there from Charlie Staines and also Tanner May as well. So yeah, hopefully that will happen again. And yeah, what the fuck was that? Apologies for that. I thought there was like a cockroach in that coming through. So fuck, that scared me. So I apologize I apologize for that. So yeah. But anyways, my top five best players there. For for the electrifying Eels there, I'll go number one, Mitch Moses. Number two, Dylan Brown. Number three, I'll go with you know what? I'll actually go with Rimani there. Number four, I'll go with I'm gonna go there for Marcus Sivo. And number five, I'm gonna go for Papa Lee. Yeah, I'll go with no, you know what? I actually go for Junior Polo. I just thought his offload game was much better. How many offloads he's made? Let's see here. How many offloads? Surely he's made about two. So I mean, I was probably maybe about three. You know what? I'll give it to probably three offloads there from him. Sean Lane was pretty close, but yeah, I thought probably there for us was absolutely just flawless and got the job done. As always, and yeah, that's my top five there for the Eels. Well, my top five there for the Penrith Panthers. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, the best player. I reckon Daniel Woods gave it his all shot, but I reckon Sean Sullivan there was actually trying to spread out the plays there. I reckon he was pretty dangerous there. So I tell you this, so I'm actually going to give it to Sean Sullivan there, number one. Number two, I'm going to give it to I actually give it to I'm off to I'll give it to Isaac Tango there. I reckon his line breaks there were quite deadly there, and he could score about like one or two tries there. Number three will be Brian Toho. I think he's a defense there, tackling Siva there across the line there. I thought he was actually not that bad. Number four, I'll go with Taylor May. He was once again pretty good there as well. And number five, you know what? I thought Lee Martin's defense and also attack there was pretty good there. So I'm actually going to go for you know what? I think I'm going with number one, Sean Sullivan there. Number two, Liam Martin. Number three, I'll go with I'll change up a bit. So number three will be Dylan Edwards. Number four will be Isaac Tongo. And number five will be Taylor May. And that's my top five there for the Penrith Panthers. Yeah, move on to next week there. I'm off to the Brookvale Oval. Coming against the Warringah Seagulls there. And yeah, man. Hopefully we can improve on our second half there, and surely our discipline there can be much better as well. And yeah, we can't just like fall asleep there towards the second half there, and if we can work on that, then I'm pretty sure we can take this on the way there to the finals, and yeah, and let's hope that Rafa does start and debut the Dookie and put one back there back in centres, because I don't want that to ever happen again. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me for the Premiers versus Premier Panthers round 20 review there. I hope you guys enjoy the review. If you have, please like and subscribe to the channel for more low content in the near future. And if you haven't, please go do that right now. I am actually pretty close there to 400 subscribers. And yeah. But anyways, this has been Not Sports Lawyer here. Take care and go Para and fuck you Penrith. We have to defeat you twice. And yeah, fuck the penny pussies and peace.
I'm coming in hot.